Hey guys, PJ back with Watch Trading Academy, and today we're going to be talking about RMs because I just received a new 7201 rose gold RM. Now this is a pretty big deal because this is one of the newest flyback lines from RM, and it's incredibly special. We're going to talk about why specifically. We have it here next to my previous RM55 Bubba Watson. I still own both watches. This particular watch was probably one of the most popular cases for RM for quite a long time. It's now discontinued. The Bubba Watson is still notorious for its white design, etc., and its see-through casing, you know, that real skeletonized look with the floating movement. The flyback, very, very different, as you can see, because you have all of the insides and everything else. But one of the things I wanted to point you out to, because no one's done a video like this on the internet, so I'm hoping that if you're out there watching and you've been considering buying an RM72 or an RM10 or an RM55, 30, or 11, you're basically in a position where you're wondering, will they fit you? You see, I had the same problem because on my wrist, and I want to show you this specifically, on my wrists are very small. They're like a 7.5, and the most like I would say correct sized watch to wear for my wrist without it being incredibly oversized is the 41 millimeter Royal Oak. Now chrono, open work doesn't make a difference. This case and shape size is really ideal for my 7.5 wrist. So that said, you know, why do I go to these huge RMs? Well, you see the RM10 was very tiny. It was like a mini RM. The RM5 was very ugly. And then the RM29 was the same case size with a little bit of better movement. So then your next level was to go all the way up to the RM30 or 55, which sport the same case size along with the 35. And then even bigger would be the RM11. Now the 1101 and then the 1103 being the biggest one. So for my size, basically anything larger than an RM30 or RM55 would just not fit at all. However, anything that is basically RM30 or 55 would look incredibly oversized. And I want to show you this because I want you to understand the difference, because you're probably considering the same thing I am and you're confused about will it fit or not. I have between a 7.25 to 7.5 wrist to be exact, and you can see an incredibly oversized design. Now very comfortable, but yet very oversized. Like clearly it's very large. If you look at it from far, you can see it. I love it. It's beautiful. Not so effective on a daily basis if you're wearing it. It just doesn't make sense. On the other hand, here's a Royal Oak chrono to give you context. A much better fit, much cleaner look, not oversized, still a lot of wrist presence. Not a small face, but yet not a huge, overly obnoxious watch, right? So then introduce the RM72, which the RM72 has a very different case. The first thing you'll notice is that it's not as thick and it's not as curved, because you see the RM55 has this really interesting curved case design here, and it has curved glass. Now with the RM72, they've flattened the design and they've made it flat glass. Now this is a big difference because it doesn't come across as bulky, and so this is really, really important to note. That's why it fits a little bit better, a little bit cleaner. So first, that's the first step to kind of notice between the two watches. Secondly, for my wrist size, this is right in between the 29 and the 55, or the 29 and 30. Both watches are basically larger like this. This one is the only one. The 29 is smaller than this. So this is a case basically because of the new case shape that somewhat is slightly bigger than 29 and creates that absolutely perfect fit for a daily RM, especially because it's rose gold entirely, not titanium and rose gold. And it's just incredible because you see you have a perfect RM that is not oversized but yet has a lot of wrist presence and doesn't look like a baby watch like the RM10 or 5 or 29. Now it's expensive. This watch retails for $275K plus tax, so you're roughly about $300K. Now used, you can find them anywhere from 350 to 450 grand, but this is one of my absolutely favorite RMs, not only just for the movement design and dial design, but really because of the case size more than anything else. So I bought myself one of these for Christmas. Now I'm keeping, of course, my RM55 because it's white and I love the Bubba Watson. I'm not intending on selling it, but I wanted to show you guys a comparison of the two watches side by side so you could see the significant size difference. And if you are considering an RM, this should be on top of your list if you also have smaller wrist sizes but still want the incredible wrist presence as well. So hopefully you've learned something new. And again, don't forget to join us during our holiday sale for Watch Trading Academy, where you can literally click the link in the description and learn not just about watches, but literally learn how to trade watches to create a hyper lucrative business so that you can eventually invest into higher end watches and enjoy life while making some incredible profits trading watches. So I'll catch you guys next time. Happy holidays. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let me know, what do you think about my new 7201 rose gold?